Divinity, and I'm here with a movie review. Spiderhead movie on Netflix that just dropped, and is the #1 movie on Netflix on today, which is 6/20/2022. But I just want to give a higher perspective on this movie, give a review about, if you just watch it for entertainment, it was an entertaining movie for sure. But there was a lot of things that they was telling in that movie when it comes to the way that humanity is moving forward and how they plan on doing things. If you don't know, in these movies they show everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like a pre-program. You watch it in the movie, then when it happens in real life, it's nothing. So I got some notes on this movie I want to talk about real quick. So hold up. So starting off, I said this movie is a clear example of the plan they have for humans, which is to give you all the sensations of the human experience. So in the movie they was dealing with love, laughter, everything, sadness. They was dealing with all that. So that's where they want to go and then give it to you in a instant gratification type of way. At the control of your phone. So in the movie they was doing everything with your phone. You can do all this with your phone. And this is only happening because of the consciousness of humanity is increasing to the point past all of that where we will be able to accomplish far greater. So as humans, the vibration on the planet is raising right now. So when you tap in, you understand that we have way more power than they actually been trying to program us to think that we have. And when it comes to the power that we have, we can do things that you would think is you just see in movies, like these Marvel movies, teleporting, time travel, all this type of things. These are actually real things within our conscious, our soul, that we are able to do. Now, continuing. But the purpose is to continue to control the masses. So, in the movie, this is some type of new thing. Like, oh my God, it's going to be new to us. But it's only new to us, but it's really not new to them. But it's just a way to control the masses. And as we awaken more and more, they have to do more and more to control us. Not to mention the placement of the devices on the spine, where all the nerves are, and is in exact correlation with the Kundalini awakening. So in the movie, the device they use is placed on your spine, literally on your spine. So when you understand the science behind that, you understand that all your nerves, everything, the 33 vertebrae is all in the spine. This is why they're able to just, control your emotions with just a phone, because they're actually connected to your spine. You fuck up your spine, you paralyze. Your spine is very important. But this is an exact symbolism of the Kundalini awakening, which is the spiritual experience that gives you these powers that I was speaking of, or a stage of that gives you the powers, which is, look up Kundalini awakening if you haven't had the experience. It essentially gives you a surge of energy in the base of your spine. So in the base of your spine, you start to feel all this energy, and it allows you to awaken your consciousness even further. You start to realize things about yourself. You start to understand things differently. You start to see things differently. Your third eye gets awakened, and it's connected to your root chakra. So this society built has kept us at our root, at our lowest level, our roots. So in order to unlock that, you have to awaken the root, which is the Kundalini awakening. That's why when you had the Kundalini awakening, you start to just see everything differently. You have a whole transformation. Furthermore, they will continue to dish out this technology and will be shown in movies to pre-program the population for when they arrive. This is confirmation of the rising vibration, and their job is to duplicate that experience, so that the experience that you can have naturally through spirituality. But of course, the divine gives you spirituality, gives you something that takes work, discipline, patience, and they will wager that against you for instant results, which will cause many to fall victim. So when they start to dish out this technology, it's like the metaverse, all these type of things. They're going to be like, look, you can instantly have gratifications that you'll never have, period. When in all actuality, you have the power to create everything that you think you can never have. In this reality, you have that power. But their job is to rob you from that and rob you from the ability to believe you can do that. So when you understand that, then you understand why this technology is being dished out, and it's a confirmation of the raising of vibration. You know, I don't know if you remember that date. I think it was December 23rd or 21st on 2020. They said like that was the day. That was the day, but it takes time. That day allowed us to actually awaken to who we truly are, as in power in our soul, power in our being. And since then, they've been doing the most to control. You know, they had a plan for this, of course, so it ain't like they was unprepared. But just to understand that this is a plan, this is a plot, and this is also pre-programming. Furthermore, this coincides with the irony of the movie. By victimizing the patients, because all they did, all of the crimes, so the patients in the movie were people that did crimes, you know, bad crimes, like, you know, just unthinkable crimes, you would think. And this causes the patients to be victim mentalities. If you watch the movie, one of the reasons they had a conversation where he was like, why do you keep saying yes or keep acknowledging? And he was like, because I feel like I deserve it. And that's the play of not having self-worth and being a victim mentality. We are never victims. We have power to change everything within our reality. Now, because of this, they feel like they are unforgivable for the things that they have done. But that is untrue. The universe, the divine, the source forgives all. Everything is forgivable. There's nothing that's unforgivable. So, furthermore, meanwhile, the main character, who is Steve, uses that victim mentality that they have been programmed to thinking against them. Meanwhile, he's actually doing something way worse, which is taking away the freedom of choice, the freedom of will from humans. You know, so that's just classic manipulation. He uses criminals to do these experiments because he is then doing something actually worse than the criminals actually could have done. And the thing that is crazy is this device actually removes all control you have. So you think that you don't have no control now or you're a slave now. What do you think this device is? This device gives you instant love, but you can't fake love. It gives you instant pleasures. It gives you all these pleasures of the life at an instant notice. Now I'm not going to want to get too long in this video because my phone about to die. But let me continue. That was classic manipulation by the main character, Steve, Thor. They don't believe they deserve love. So this is the true meaning of the movie. They don't think they deserve love. Love heals everything. Love is the strongest currency. Love is the real currency. Love is the real frequency. Furthermore, the main purpose of this drug was really the drug B6. So it was a lot of different drugs, but B6 was the main drug, and B6 was made to make you completely obedient, aka a slave. So the B6 was like, if I was to tell you to do something, you would do it. If I was to tell you to not do something, you would not do it. So what would that? That's a slave. So they'll mask it as in we're giving you so much power. Then at the same time they have the power to make you a complete slave. This is the plan that is coming into the real world. It's a movie, but this is a higher perspective. Remember, they show you everything in the movies. Furthermore, all this started was the creator of the company was Steve, the main character, Thor. His biggest, these damn bugs. His biggest trauma was his dad leaving him and never coming back. And that's what caused him to stop believing in love. Because if you watch the movie, he kept bringing up the fact that his dad left him, and that was something he didn't deal with. That was something he didn't forgive himself. If you don't forgive yourself, you can never forgive someone else. And that was the mirroring of the criminals and Steve, because the criminals didn't forgive themselves and Steve didn't forgive himself. That's why he was able to manipulate them and do these things, these experiments on them. So the main thing to take away is to learn how to forgive yourself, love yourself, no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because if you fall victim to anything, then you fall victim to the other side. And you don't want to fall victim to the other side, because the other side doesn't have your best interest in mind. As you can see, as Steve did not give a fuck, He actually did experiment, and the girl got killed. He did not give a fuck. This is because he didn't have love. He decided that he wasn't gonna have love because of something his dad did that he did not forgive him for, and vice versa with all the patients. Forgive yourself, love yourself. But this is the higher purpose, higher perspective review of the movie Spiderhead. Now the name is it's something I was thinking about, like Spiderhead, like, but I don't really, I'm not gonna get into that. This is Nino Divinity. Watch the movie and then look at it from that perspective of a higher perspective. I'm out, yo.